Welcome to Real Talk Sundays, our weekly sit down where we hit pause on the chaos and talk about what's really going on here on the homestead. Around here, we share the ups and downs of homestead life, what's working, what's not, and all the little lessons in between. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Real Talk Sundays. And it's Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all you dads out there.
Yeah, happy Father's Day to all y'all.
This dad over here, has just been a busy bee all day, as normal. You want to tell them how you've spent your Father's Day?
Yeah, anybody that knows me, or I love to be outside. We both do, but I love a chainsaw and I love a lawnmower. So first thing I done this morning was get up and cut grass for about an hour and a half here, and then we have a place in town. I went over there and we cut grass, and there's a tree. You can't see it here, but there's a tree that's here where we always hang out. The family hangs out. It's been dead since the storm. Not sure what happened to it, but it's been dead, and it's been bothering me. And this afternoon, it was coming down, so I got out there and I took it down. Mom was like, "That's gonna make such a big mess out here in the yard," but it fell perfect. And she was working on YouTube, but
I missed all the action, and that's why we don't have any footage. He said just a minute ago, "Dang, we should have filmed it," and we should have, but I was in there in the building / office working on some editing and missed all the action.
But me and the youngins, we got out here and jumped on that dang tree and had a saw going, and Liam's getting drugged to the branch down there and got us a big pile of firewood over here. So it's gone and done.
And we dang sure needed the firewood, cause with all this rain we've been getting, the mosquitoes are off the chain.
And we got a fire going right now, but the only reason that fire is going as good as it's going is because we changed our fish grease out here recently. So the fire smells good. Smells like we're frying fish out here, even though we got Boston butt, hamburgers, and chicken on the grill.
Yeah, because it just came a downpour.
Every day.
It has. We have gotten the most rain. We've had a really wet start to, I guess first day of summer's about 5 days away. I think it's June the 20th is the first day of summer.
It felt like it's been summer all week, because you know
4 days away. Excuse me.
This South Georgia weather is hot, and then this rain. That's the way it's been every day. It's hot and then rain.
Yes, and our poor peas and okra have not liked it one bit. We've had repeat of it washing our plantings away.
Yeah, we planted twice. And like I said last week, we lost a bunch of trees, and so it washes. So
we lost a bunch of trees during Hurricane Helene, and it really changed our landscape out here, because we sit in a stand of 35-year-old pines, and it wiped out quite a few of them, quite a bit.
And between that and the garden, we had oak trees, and we had to do a lot of work to the driveway, so our runoff is terrible now. It's terrible. So we're gonna either have to relocate our garden, or we've planted more trees, but hopefully.
But like you said, this is our first planting in that garden spot since the hurricane, and it's a learning experience, because like I said, we didn't realize that those trees prevented the runoff that they did until they were gone. And we're either gonna have to bank us up, kind of make us reconstruct over there to keep the watershed
because
out of the garden or something.
Excavator to get some of the trees and the roots and all this stuff up. I had to redo the driveway, so it erodes. It's terrible down there, which we don't normally get this much rain. And the rain's fine, but the rain that we're getting is 3 or 4 inches within an hour.
It's like flash flood rains.
So it can't soak in, so it washes. But we've planted twice. Only good thing is this year is I was planting peas to give away, because we had such a good crop last year. we didn't need all the peas, but I really would like to put a little bit of okra up. But
we still have plenty of peas to get us through this next winter from last season. So we're like I said, we're in no need of the peas. He just loves growing them and picking them and shelling them, and so he wanted to plant some, if nothing else, but just to give away to friends and family and neighbors. But the okra, we've had a small stand of okra to survive from the first planting, and we're waiting on the rain to subside, if it ever will. And once it does, we're gonna go ahead and plant a little more okra to have another stand, and it'll kind of be a second planting. So we'll have 2 harvest times for the okra, which will be good.
yeah, growing up, I loved the okra. Growing up, there was 5 of us. I had 2 sisters. My sisters and dad didn't like okra and the peas, but me and Mama did, so she always cooked 2 pots of peas. She had a little teapot of peas for me and her with the boiled okra, and then just regular peas for Daddy and my sisters.
And I like okra any way you can cook it.
Yeah, it's good.
I like boiled okra. I like fried okra, and we tried something new last year. We actually put it in the air fryer, and we may make a video on that, how we do that. But and we've tried it grilled. They're both excellent, and it's a healthy alternative way to prepare it too. Really good and flavorful. It holds that full, fresh flavor when you do it that way. Really good. But like I said, we're gonna get some more okra seed in the ground here shortly.
Hopefully this week sometime.
And while we're on the subject of garden harvest, if you guys missed our last episode of Laid Back Gardening, episode 2, our first garden harvest of the season, be sure and check that out. We did a walkthrough video of our first harvest of jalapenos, cucumbers, and some green tomatoes for green tomato frying. We also dropped another garden to table episode, fried green tomatoes, how we dropped them in the deep fryer, southern style. And if you guys have never tried them in the deep fryer, that's the way to go. He shows you in that video how he does his 2-layer batter, and the crunch was amazing. So if you guys are looking to cook up some fried green tomatoes, be sure and check that video out. It's already up. And like I said, that's our Garden to Table episode 2. You can go to our Garden to Table playlist and check that out. Fried green tomatoes.
It's basically thin lacy cornbread, a little thicker with a little bit of a twang. You got that green tomato taste in there. They are delicious.
And for our chicken folks, I dropped another video this week, Too Hot for Feathers. Summer survival tips for backyard chickens. As y'all know, here in Central South Georgia, the summers can be brutal on your backyard flock. So if you live in the likes of that, be sure and check that video out. You can also find that on the Chicken Lady playlist. That's where I keep all of our chicken videos. But I just kind of go through and give you some tips on how to keep them cool. Just some common sense stuff, basically. And then I added in a few bonus things on some treats that can help them keep cool during the summer. What to treat them with and what not to. So you guys check that out if you've got a backyard flock.
Another thing we've been working on is our merch. Mama there, she's got us some t-shirts. She's been in the works with them. We've ordered them. We've debating on the company that we've ordered them from because
we got a few things to tweak and work out, but we were super excited to get our first round of samples they sent us of our designs that we designed. They look real good as far as the designs. We're just gonna, like I said, we got a few things to work out with the company that we're working with, and as far as the t-shirts themselves, so just be patient. We're working on that, and they're coming in the near future.
You guys look out for that.
Yeah, we're super excited to be able to offer you Blue Dog Ventures merch.
Tat lines and hot barrels.
Yep. Well, we'll give you a preview real soon on that, and just be on the lookout.
I may even walk the boardwalk and show them off to y'all.
Runway, baby.
Runway, yeah, I can.
The runway. We've had a little bit of frustration with all the rain, but through it all, the garden still remains our little therapy spot.
Sanctuary.
Our little sanctuary, yeah. We enjoy in the afternoons when we both get home from work. That's our meetup spot. We go check the garden out, see what we got that needs picking, and we usually take it straight into the kitchen and figure out a way to incorporate it into our supper table for the night. We love this time of year. We love using our fresh harvest, our fresh vegetables that we pick from the garden. And right now, like I said, we're loaded down with the green tomatoes. Hence why we made the video, fried green tomatoes. We're waiting on our first ones to get ripe so we can have our first tomato sandwich.
Yep, you can't beat a tomato sandwich with
No,
bread
can't.
and some mayonnaise, salt and pepper on it. Another thing too you got to look forward to is your possum video.
Oh yeah. This time of the year though, we live off tomato sandwiches around here. But I've got a little friend that I'm gonna introduce y'all to, and I'm hoping that I can drop that video probably this coming week. But I don't want to spill the beans too much, but it was a rescue, and he's been
more
hanging out
than me.
No, he don't. He is spoiled rotten though, but he's been hanging out with us. He's been here,
About 2 months.
Probably 2 months, and I guess I've been keeping him secret from you guys, but we'll give him his grand introduction probably, like I say, this week. I'll work on that video for you guys and give you an introduction, because I do need you guys to help me out with a name, seeing how he's become a permanent resident here on the homestead. I think it's due time we give him a name. I've just been calling him Little Man, but I think he needs something a little more suited to him.
Mm-hmm. Another thing too, on the mention last week, we said something about the gar balls. We went fishing at the river, and we was going to do the gar balls this week. We haven't forgot about that video yet. It's still yet to come, but it's been very busy. We both have full-time jobs. My job has been a little more demanding because I drive a truck and the rain down here, so I have to work a little later. I have to put in more hours for which I normally wouldn't have to do, but
he don't just drive any truck. He drives a log truck, and he's in the logging woods, and so
this rain has slowed us down getting in and out of the woods. So
weather is always a factor for him, and a damper on what time he's getting in every afternoon. It makes for longer days.
Yeah, that video's coming. Just don't give up on us.
Yep. Got the gar balls coming, and what else we got coming up? Let's see. I have to keep my little notes handy here. Coming up this week, though, I know for a fact, we've got these due to drop this week. We've got Laid Back Garden, episode 3, our lazy garden fertilizer method using chicken manure. We'll kind of take you through and show you a real simple, lazy way that we collect chicken manure and how we let it age. So be sure, if you're into gardening, be sure to check that out, because chicken manure is invaluable. It's a absolute free fertilizer for you guys that have a backyard chicken flock, and we'll show you our super easy way to collect and age and use it in the garden. And we'll also be dropping our 3rd episode of Garden to Table, which will be fresh summer cucumber corn salad. A way you can use up your fresh cucumbers, and if you guys have got them coming off like we do, you're gonna need to make use of them. That's the one thing. The one downside of cucumbers is you can't freeze them that I know of, and they don't keep very long on the kitchen table or the refrigerator. They kind of have a short shelf life.
Yeah, short shelf life, and our pickling, we hadn't got that mastered yet. We're working on it.
Yeah, we're still experimenting with the pickling. So we like to use them fresh though. We both love the smell and the taste of fresh cucumbers, and we are always coming up with ways to use them fresh. And this cucumber corn salad is an awesome way to use them fresh. Also, you've heard us talk about the snake incident in the chicken coop on our previous Real Talk Sunday, last Sunday. We mentioned it, and that video will drop this week. So you guys be on the lookout for that. If you happen to miss when it drops, it will be on the Chicken Lady playlist. And again, we want to extend a happy Father's Day once again to all our dads out there. And
yeah, happy Father's Day to every one of y'all. I know you're hard-working dads that, like me, my kids live off, but I say this too. I know the people's busy and they can't get out. Like my kids can't come down and see me. I'm not sure, they may show up, but I know my son's working, and for him to be working and my daughter to be working, both have good jobs, and my son's working all weekend this weekend, working the shutdown in Atlanta, Georgia. For me, that I don't care about it that I'd get to see him. He did call me, but just the fact that they grew up to be good kids. So it's not just about me. It's our fathers. If you got some good youngins, that means a lot. That means a lot to me anyway.
that's the biggest gift of all right there.
Yeah, if
for
they
Father's
grew up
Day.
good and they both got good jobs, I'm proud of them. That makes me happy as a father. Y'all come on over here and see what we got thrown on the grill. That's another thing I love to do too, is cook.
Yes, he does.
Some burgers.
Father's Day feast.
And a good old Boston butt. Ooh-wee. You know that's going to be good.
Did you decide to grace us with your appearance, Retta? Retta, what you been doing?
That's our youngest daughter right there.
Yeah.
Well, it's Father's Day. Leave us a comment what you like to do for Father's Day. This part on the grill, this is what my passion, this is what I love. And what do y'all cook Father's Day? Do y'all got a tradition that you do every year? We just cook. Just like my daughter's birthday when she was young. Every year, my son, excuse me, he loved oysters. He wanted oysters every year. But this is a tradition for us. Boston butt, hamburgers, chicken, just whatever kind of meat. Leave us a comment on what y'all like to cook. But until next time, we appreciate y'all watching. See y'all next Sunday. Thanks, guys. Happy Father's Day.